Hello everybody, my name is the Nexus EX, and today we are basically going to do what I've planned for some time, which is basically do a demonstration or just, a little video on how I made and basically how an intro goes through the process of Blender 2.75a. So, with Blender 2.75a, I couldn't find a lot of, videos to get into it, since it was a recent update. A lot of people had, 2.6 something, but everything had changed. So this is 2.75a, the most recent update. This is on a Mac. You can download it for all platforms, Windows, Linux, all that stuff. And I'm basically just going to show you, if I can get to it right here. I'm basically just going to see how I made it, all the different aspects to making Blender, and really how it's not as complicated as a lot of people think. So, I'll just close that for now. Okay. Okay, now, some of these files you will have to just ignore. A lot of them have either just the audio or just the video. That's because it depends on the program that you're using and how you're importing them. So this is basically what it looks like. I don't know if this one has audio. Okay, it does. Okay, so from a developer's point of view, that's what it looks like. You have all these cubes on the side of the page. Ignore them. All you need to do basically when you're in this, I'm going to go through it later. You have the template. All you have to do is customize it to your needs. So down here, this is actually where the toughest part is, the output. I'm going to go through that at the end of the video. But just before I get to it, it depends on what your output, which you're gonna put it to, like QuickTime Player, for example. That requires a certain movie. They have one for QuickTime right here, and I'm gonna show you how some of these work and how they don't work depending on the program. So basically, if we go to YouTube, you can see how you get these templates like I made right here. So we're on YouTube, and if we go to Blender intro template, I'm just gonna let it go for a little bit. You can see how I found mine.
Are you tired of
we get through this ad quickly.
So clear by Windex that you don't even know it's there? Smudge it.
So I'm gonna mute this for now. You can go through all of these videos and everything, and as long as they have the downloads in the description, you can play it. So you can. This is this guy's personal intro. This is this guy's personal intro, but they're going to start with the templates right about now. Okay, so let's say you liked one of those two. I'm not going to finish that one because I don't want to, watch this guy's video too much. Let's say you like that one right there, okay? That was number 9. So if we go down to the list, you can, this is in Russian, so I have no idea what it's saying. I'm not going to actually download from here. I'm going to try to find a different one. It's not Russian. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to click a random one. Let's see, we're like 10. It's going to give you an option to download this file. It's different for Windows. It's going to be a WinZip for Windows. I don't know how that's different from Mac. I know I did see a video on it. It was slightly different how they used it. But it's going to start downloading. And cancel. Go to Blender. Maybe this one won't work. Open. Okay, this is one of the problems that you will run into when you're in Blender. Some of the files don't work for unknown reasons. Some of them, they either don't work with my computer or stuff. If we say Mac. Top 10. Maybe this is good. Okay, yeah, this should work. And he doesn't give the links. It's sometimes very hard to find one that'll fit, your needs. Okay, maybe we can find one here. I'm just gonna go to whatever number I just clicked on. Hopefully this will work. Okay, yes, and that's the file you should see. You should not see that V8 RAR. You should see this template zip. That's what you're looking for. And then it's going to open this, if you have a Mac, Archive Utility, and it's going to make a V20. Now, I have a, no, not a, is it, no, 23, sorry. And you're going to get this template blend thing. That's what you want to click on. Okay. So this is basically what the intro looks like before you do anything. Let's go back and you can watch it. Okay, so that's your intro, okay? You like this, right? But you don't want it to say template in your YouTube video, right? You just want it to be your name. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to right click and then you're going to press tab. This lets you go into the text. Over here, it may say you're in some texting. Just ignore that. Basically, delete as you would normal text. I'm sorry, I clicked off. And then enter your name. So for me, Nexus EX. Okay? It's as simple as that, and then you can just press play. So we just changed it from template to Nexus EX. So that's going to be fine. You can save it now if you feel like you need to. But for the most part, you can just go right onto output. Now, if you're going to QuickTime Player, you need to click right here. If you're going to something else, AVI, JPEG, or RAW, depending on what their input for your application needs to be, is what you're going to want to choose. So I'm going to do QuickTime because that's what I use. And something that a lot of people do wrong, they just ignore audio codec. You need to choose which one you want based on what your application uses. For me, it was AAC, but for you, it may be one of these two right here. So if I do AAC, you can do the quality. I'm going to put it to 100. Ignore these black and white and stuff. If you do want to be black and white, go ahead. RGBA isn't going to change anything from RGB that you need to worry about. So then you can choose the folder that you want it to go to. So let's say you want desktop, you can click right there and it'll save to desktop once it's done. So you can save it now, you can do whatever you want, but you're not done. Just because you changed it and you saved doesn't mean you're done. After, you save it, if I can get back to the actual thing, I don't want to. After you do this, you just change this. You can save all you want. You can quit. You're going to come back right here. But you're not going to be able to export it. It's just going to come up with the words template. That's because you have to go up here and you have to press render up here. And you have to do the animation. That does the audio, everything. And that's going to create your QuickTime file with the audio that you can upload to QuickTime, then to YouTube. Put it with all your videos. That's basically all you need to do. Now, when you render something, it may take 5 minutes or so. I don't know. It depends on your computer. For me, it takes around 5 minutes. For large animations, it's going to take you about 2 hours or so. But that's going to be the final step in making a video for yourself, an intro or anything you need with Blender. I hope you enjoyed. I will leave a link to the Blender website down below so you can download your own Blender and have your own videos, video intros, animations, whatever you want to use it for. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.